Hey there, Brian Trusty, checking out the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive Classics collection through the new hub. And you can see here it gives you the Play Sega Genesis and Mega Drive Classics or the simple launcher. So you can use the old one or you can use the new one. And you know what we're here to do? We're here to use the new one here, folks. So let's check it out. Thanks for watching another Sega Stuff video. And if you like everything, please subscribe. If you like everything you see. Okay. So, ooh, very nice. Okay. So, of course, you've got your game library. I've got these three titles, because they were free during the Valentine's Day special. You've got your TV. Oh, wow. So you've got the full screen and everything. And I'm actually going to pick up my Steam controller, see how well it works with that. Right off the bat, I don't have to do anything. It just works. Room settings. Okay, let's just go and look at them. See what we got. There's the front end resolution and quality. Good, eh? Beautiful, fantastic. Okay, let's just put it on fantastic. My computer should be able to handle that. And I think everything else looks good. Let's go back. You can change the time. You got the audio settings here. Game volume, UI volume, ambient volume. Very cool. You can accept, you can revert, you can use the defaults. Very awesome. This is so beautiful. Look at the awesome Revenge of Shinobi poster. The Streets of Rage poster over there. Golden Axe. Console settings. Let's look at those. Emulator settings. Eject cartridge. Reset console. And you got the filters, which I'm good with just that one because I just want a tiny bit of blur. Because I'm not, I like the crystal clear, crisp pixels, especially on the new games. But the old games were actually made to look better with just a little bit of blur because of the CRT. Speaking of which, let's look at that. Wow. So you can go full screen with that. And you can actually go full screen with the white noise even. So very cool. And how do I go back now? Oh, hold to exit. Okay. Let's go to the games library now. Ooh. So I have boxes for my games now. Let's just check out one of my favorite games of all time, actually. Streets of Rage. And we'll look at this, and in a little bit, we'll go check out what the mods look like for this game. So you're probably familiar with Streets of Rage 2. It's an awesome beat-em-up game. And, it's excellent music, excellent graphics. It's excellent all around because, well, it's one of my favorite games, so probably asking me is pretty biased. I have a biased opinion, so let's go with Axel right now. I see they're doing a little bit of a CRT effect, which is cool. Let me see. How much do I really like this, though? Of course, the game plays perfectly. It's the same emulator. It may have a few enhancements, but, before it actually ran perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? It actually has a different filter on it, not the blur filter. So, by default, it has this kind of filter where it kind of meshes the pixels together. It looks okay. But let's see what else we can do with those settings. Let's turn that filter off. TV projection. What is that? Well, I guess we'll go all the way up and see what that does. Let's go back and play that game. Oh, look at that. It stays paused on your screen. It's also a VCR TV combo. Okay, let's... So what is the projection? What did that do for it? I don't see a difference, actually. I took the filter off. Now it's super pixelated, obviously. It's not bad. I don't mind playing it like this, but the CRT stretching, like the fisheyeing or whatever you want to call it, that it's doing to the image, I'm not a huge fan of that. I know the CRT actually did that, but you know, I'm not sure I'm really loving this. Let's see if we can do anything about this. It doesn't look like we can. We got the TV, so you would think it would be in the emulator settings. And obviously that did nothing. The projection. Let's try this. And there's nothing here, because that's what full screen looks like. And then you hold select or back to exit. Okay, let's try another game. Let's do a little Golden Axe. Shink. Right in there. Turn it on, and it's a Model 1 Genesis, which is really cool. And it looks like it's not going to be like that, but then all of a sudden, it's like fish-eyed. I mean, extremely playable still. But, oops, okay, used magic right off the bat. Why do I always do that? I did the same thing on the first Streets of Rage game, where I just used my special right off the bat. So I forget which buttons are which, just for a second. Let's get going here. Take that. Okay, so Golden Axe runs perfectly fine. Streets of Rage 2 runs perfectly smoothly and fine, and it's awesome. Let's check out Gunstar Heroes. Now let's press back. And let's go ahead and try the save and load feature. Let's save that. Ooh, it gives you slots. And now I have it right there in that slot. You can see that I can go right back to the game where I left off. Let's go to the games library. Gunstar Heroes. Pop it in. 16-bit high definition power. Check out the blast processing being used on this amazing game. Whoa! Look at that, it was already being used. Because that was in your face with the Sega logo. Gunstar Heroes, the 3D logo at the beginning. Love this game. I'm just going straight into the game to show you how it looks on this emulator. This is an official emulator, so it's good. You don't have to feel too bad. You know, you can purchase these games one at a time for $2.99 a piece, or like 11 games in a pack, and they have 5 packs for $7.50 a piece. So it's actually an extremely good value when you consider what you're getting here. It actually plays just like it did on the Genesis. Has all the quirks of the Genesis. A teeny bit of slowdown, not much for Genesis. Genesis doesn't do much of that because of the blast processing. But yep. This game looks awesome, plays awesome, perfectly. Again, you can save and load and all that fun stuff. Look around your, beautiful. Oh, there's the credits. Let's look at that in a minute. Let's go back here, though, because you can see here there's a mods button. You press that mods button, and it's going to bring you to a selection of mods for that game if it exists, which you can see nothing here. Okay. Not a big deal. That's not a heavily modded game. Typically, it's one of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. But Golden Axe does have mods. But are they uploaded to Steam? Probably not, because this game just came out as I'm playing it. Okay, nothing yet. But pretty awesome. So you get some mods from the Steam Workshop. They show up there. And you can play different versions of the games that you played when you were a kid. Or maybe you just played them for the first time on this. Here's the credits. Let's let those roll for a minute. I don't get any there's no credit music. Okay, sorry, I'm not gonna make you listen to that, but I think you get the whole point here. It's really nice, right? It's 3D. It's look at that. There's a Sonic comic books down there on the ground. Some stuff I wish I had when I was a kid, actually. Oh, there's input options as well. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And you can turn these labels off if you just want to look at the room in its 90s glory. So that's about that. This is Brian Trusty. Thanks for watching another Sega Stuff video. I hope you enjoyed the Sega Genesis Mega Drive 3D hub that they just released for free. If you own any of the games already. If you don't, you should go get them. Once again, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. They're awesome. Some of Sega's best games are on Steam, and they look amazing, especially when played through this really cool 90s room. So, have a good day, like and subscribe, and thanks for checking out another video. See you later.